Hello everyone. Welcome back to the channel. Today we're talking about the darkest and most complicated murder mystery film of 2025, Wake Up Dead Man, a Knives Out mystery. This is Rian Johnson's third film in the Knives Out series, where the world's best detective Benoit Blanc, played by Daniel Craig, is back for his most dangerous case yet. The film was released on Netflix on December 12, 2025, after a limited theatrical run, and even at the end of December, it's still trending. It has over 80+ scores from critics, and people are saying this is the deepest film in the series. If you haven't watched it yet, pause the video now because this is a full spoiler review. I'm going to explain everything from start to ending, every twist, every murder, every secret. If you've seen it, let's get started. First, the full cast introduction. Daniel Craig as Benoit Blanc, Josh O'Connor as Father Judd Duplessis, a young, honest priest and former boxer, Josh Brolin as Monsignor Jefferson Wicks, the corrupt priest, Glenn Close as Martha Delacroix, the elderly parishioner and mastermind, Jeremy Renner as Dr. Nat Sharp, the church doctor, Thomas Hayden Church as Samson Holt, the groundskeeper and Martha's secret husband, Mila Kunis as Police Chief Geraldine Scott, Andrew Scott, Kerry Washington, Kelly Spaney, Daryl McCormick, and other suspects. What an amazing star cast! The story is set in a small upstate New York town, with snowy weather and a Gothic church called Our Lady of Perpetual Fortitude. The church is emptying out because Monsignor Wicks scares people, spreads hate, and exploits faith. Then comes the new assistant priest Father Judd Duplessis, a former professional boxer who killed a man in the ring out of hatred. Now he's full of guilt and searching for true redemption. He became a priest, speaks to people with love, and is completely opposite to Wicks. Now the central secret begins. The elderly parishioner Martha Delacroix, Glenn Close, tells Wicks that his grandfather Reverend Prentice Wicks swallowed a diamond worth millions called Eve's apple, so no one could take it, and now it's in the mausoleum with his grave. Martha fears that Wicks will take the diamond and further destroy the church. So Martha, the most loyal parishioner of the church, becomes the mastermind. She teams up with Dr. Nat Sharp and groundskeeper Samson Holt, her secret husband, to create a complicated plan inspired by classic locked room mysteries, like the book The Hollow Man. They will poison Wicks in his flask. Stage the murder as an impossible and divine locked room mystery, using a devil mask, blood, knife. Hide Wicks' body in the mausoleum. Dress Samson as Wicks and put him in the grave. 3 days later, Samson will resurrect like Jesus' resurrection, take the diamond, disappear, and the church will get the propaganda of a miracle so people return and faith is restored. The plan executes during the Good Friday service. Wicks gives a sermon, then goes to a small room behind the pulpit to re-energize. Judd hears a sound, goes there and finds Wicks dead with a knife in his back. The congregation sees it, police arrive. The case seems impossible, locked room, no one could enter from outside. But greed ruins the plan. Nat Sharp kills Samson in the woods to take the diamond for himself. Martha poisons Nat too and dissolves his body in acid, hiding it in the basement. Now Judd's guilt story. One night Judd sees a man looking like Wicks coming out of the mausoleum with Samson. He follows, gets knocked out, hallucinates confronting Wicks and stabbing him, because of his old guilt. He wakes up next to Samson's body, holding the murder weapon. Judd thinks he is the killer. Here enters Benoit Blanc. Police Chief Mila Kunis calls Blanc because the case is too complicated. Blanc and Judd investigate together. Blanc talks to all suspects, collects clues, the poison flask, the staged resurrection, the acid smell, the book club's mystery novels. Slowly the twists unfold. Blanc finds Wicks' dissolved body in the basement. Samson's body in the woods. Then Martha confesses that she planned everything to save the church, restore faith, but greed ruined it. Martha asks forgiveness from Judd and takes poison herself, dying. Ending. Judd takes the diamond and hides it inside a large crucifix so greed ends and it becomes a symbol of grace. Wicks' secret son Cy comes threatening a lawsuit for the diamond, but Judd refuses. Blanc solves the case and leaves, saying this was his darkest and most complicated case. The film is about faith versus greed, exploitation of blind belief, redemption, forgiveness, and corruption of religion. Rian Johnson said this is the darkest Knives Out film. Josh O'Connor's performance is Oscar-worthy. The struggle of guilt and faith is amazing. Glenn Close is terrifying, Daniel Craig is classic Blanc. Critics say the mystery is sharp, emotional payoff is great, though some say the start is a bit slow. My rating is September 5th, 10 deeper and more twisty than the first two. What did you think of the film? Which twist was the biggest? Martha being the mastermind or Judd's crucifix decision? Tell me in the comments. Like, share, subscribe. Next video may be the great.